call to the memory of Ted Kennedy that this is a moral imperative?
Well, I certainly think that was an enormously powerful part of the speech, and may actually vault that speech into one of the great speeches to joint sessions of Congress that we've ever heard. But I think that the big thing that happened was, we spent the summer at the circus, where we were hearing all sorts of nonsense, and it was constantly this road show that was going on, orchestrated to derail the health care reform. And the president basically came back in as the adult in the room and said, there's no more talk of, dare I say it, death panels or Nazis, and we're through with all that nonsense, and now we have to go about the serious business of addressing a real crisis both in the American economy and in American families and even in the American character, if we're going to continue to allow the kind of injustice, social injustice that occurs in our healthcare system to continue.
And not to waste more time on that reality of the circus, as you so aptly phrase it, as always you aptly do. This was nevertheless followed by the congressman from South Carolina, Mr. Wilson, saying either I heard you lie or the AP heard it's a lie on the subject of health care for people who are in this country illegally. I'm wondering if the answer, as much as the president promised to call people out who do things like that, I think that's great, but I'm wondering if the answer of all of this is contained in one small sentence that he did not spend an awful lot of time on, but that he said it and made it a centerpiece of this bill, might be the sales tool to cut through all the other noise and to get the circus to leave town finally, and that would be simply this: that it will now be illegal to deny insurance for pre-existing conditions. That would seem to be a universal message.
I have to tell you, over the past years, as I've crisscrossed the country, not just campaigning politically, but also in conversations I've had with people in healthcare, and I spent a lot of time doing that, that is perhaps the number one issue. Is people are afraid, most Americans do have insurance coverage, but they're afraid that when the time comes that some condition that's enormously important in their lives is not going to be attended to, because it's going to either be deemed a pre-existing condition or deemed some reason for rescission. So the kind of imperative that all pre-existing conditions will be covered is, I think, enormously important.